Să știți că am venit pregătită să spun povestea în românește, dar avem niște copii aici care vorbesc numai limba engleză, așa că o să spun povestea pe limba engleză să înțeleagă și ei. Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Sabbath. It's good to see you this morning. I have a special story for you, but first of all, I want to ask you a question. How many of you have ever been on an island? Can I see your hands? Okay. What is an island? What does it look like on an island?
It's a piece of land surrounded by water.
That's right. Yes. What else would you like?
It's a tropical land surrounded by the ocean.
Very good. Yes, it's a tropical portion of land that's surrounded by water. It's full of greenery and flowers and all kinds of birds. Okay, well, the person I'm going to tell you about, his name, we'll call him Andrew. And Andrew lived on an island. It was a beautiful island. And on this island, he lived with his family. He had many friends. And he liked to garden. He would have a garden, and once a week he would leave his island and go to a bigger island where there were bigger cities and more options for shopping, and he would go do his shopping. Well, finally shopping day came, and Andrew got in his boat and he rowed his boat to the big island where he was going to go buy his groceries and different things he needed. Well, he went to the store and he was looking around, and he found something in the store that looked different than nothing he had ever seen before. It looked kind of like this, but he had never owned an umbrella and he had never seen one before. So he picked it up and he looked at it, and he went to the shopkeeper and he said, "Excuse me, sir, but what is this?" The shopkeeper said, "Oh, well, that is an umbrella. And if you have that umbrella, it will protect you from the rain. It will keep you dry." Well, Andrew was definitely excited about that because it rained a lot on his island. Did you feel the rain today? Yes, we don't get very much rain here in California, but on Andrew's island, he got a lot of rain. So he definitely wanted that umbrella. So he bought the umbrella, he got the rest of his things that he needed, and he got in his boat and rowed back to his island. And when he got there, he decided to take all his groceries inside, and his friends came over to see him, and they said, "Andrew, what did you buy today in the big island?" He said, "Oh, I got something very special that you have never seen before." And he brought out his umbrella, and they all admired it. "Wow, it's a nice looking stick. What is it for?" He said, "Well, it's called an umbrella, and the shopkeeper told me that when it rains, this umbrella will keep me dry." Oh, wow, his friends were amazed. "Well, we want to see how that works. Can we come to your house and see how you use it when the rain comes?" "Well, of course," said Andrew. "You're welcome to come." Well, everyone went back to their homes, and pretty soon, guess what? A storm came rumbling in. There was thunder and lightning, and the dark clouds were gathering. And so Andrew went inside and grabbed his umbrella, and he went outside to see how it would work. And his friends came. They said, "Okay, Andrew, let's see how it works." Well, the big raindrops started pouring, and Andrew held tightly to his umbrella. Now, what do you think happened when the rain came? Did Andrew stay dry, or did he get wet? What happened?
He got wet.
He was soaking wet, very wet. And his friends started laughing at him. "Andrew, you said that umbrella would keep you dry." And he hung his head. He said, "I don't know what happened. I'm going to go back to the storekeeper and ask him." So he put that umbrella in his boat, and he rowed his boat back to the big island and ran into the store and went to see the shopkeeper. He said, "Excuse me, sir, this umbrella that you told me would keep me dry in the storm, it doesn't work. I had it right by my side when the rain came down, and it didn't keep me dry." "Oh," the shopkeeper said, "well, you can't just hold it. You have to hold it up. When it rains, hold it up, and that's how it will keep you dry." "Oh, no wonder," Andrew said. "I was not doing that. I will go back home, and when the storm comes, I will do exactly what you said." Well, Andrew went back home, and before you know it, another storm came to his island. And all his friends came out. They said, Andrew, you promised that this time you know how to use your umbrella, so we've come to see. He said, no worries, I will show you. So he ran out of his house into the storm, into the falling rain, and he held up his umbrella high. Well, let me ask you, did he stay dry or did he get wet? He got very wet. That's right. He was soaked again. This time his friends laughed even more. Andrew, what are you talking about? This umbrella it doesn't work. Why did you spend the money on that umbrella? Go take it back to the store. Well, this time Andrew was a little frustrated, so he put his umbrella in his boat and he quickly rowed back to the store and to the shopkeeper. Sir, he said, this umbrella, it doesn't work. I've come to return it. You told me to hold it up and it would keep me dry. But as you can tell, he said, I am soaking wet. This umbrella does not work. Oh, Andrew, said the storekeeper, let me show you how it works. So he took the umbrella and he opened it up and showed Andrew how it worked. And then he said, see, you open it up like this and you hold it above your head. And that's how it'll keep you dry when the storm comes. Well, Andrew was very happy. He learned how to close that umbrella. He put it back in his boat and he went rowing back to his island and to his village. His friends came and said, well, Andrew, did you get your money back? Oh, no, he said, I learned how to use that umbrella. They said, you said that before. How do you know it's going to work this time? He said, just wait. The storm will come and you will see. Well, pretty soon the storm came again. The dark clouds came and you could see the lightning and hear the thunder. And Andrew went outside with his umbrella. And his friends, this time, they were watching from their windows. They didn't want to get wet. And they watched him open up his umbrella and put it above his head. What do you think happened this time? What happened?
He was dry.
He stayed dry the entire time. Yes, the rain came and went and he stayed dry. He learned how to use his umbrella. Now, boys and girls, there's a very important lesson for us to learn from Andrew's experience. Do you know that the devil has many storms that he wants to send into our lives? He sends the storms in the form of trials and temptations, but God has given us a tool to protect us against these storms the devil wants to send our way. Does anyone know what that tool is? What is that tool? Yes.
The Bible.
Very good. It's the Bible. But guess what? It's not enough just to hold the Bible and bring it to church. Is that enough? No. That will not protect us against the storms that the enemy sends. What if we hold our Bible close to our heart? Will that help us? Well, it may be comforting, but it's still not quite enough. We need to take the Bible and open it and read it and memorize those Bible promises. So when the devil comes with his temptations, we will be ready. We will have an answer. We can read back to him the promises of God and be victorious when he sends those temptations. So as you go back to your seats, remember this week to spend time in your Bibles, to memorize those Bible promises. And when the storms come, you will be ready. Okay, you can go back to your seats now.